All righty. Okay. Cue the music. Oh, there it is. It's already been cued. Okay.
Oh, man.
Wow. Wow. We're back.
And you're alive.
Oh, barely. Oh my God. If I was a baseball player, I would be 0 for July. Okay.
Not your month.
Not my month, man.
Oh
The
my
last
gosh.
third. Well, it's now August 1st, but the 31 days of in the 31 days of July, I think I had about 5 or 6 healthy ones.
You know, if you go, the show goes.
I know. I'm
So
sorry.
you gotta be healthy.
I
John.
know. Well, I came back to Vegas. Well, even when I was back east, I was in Connecticut, and I got really sick in Connecticut. Had to kind of quarantine myself in a hotel room by myself for 3 days. That's a lot of fun. Okay, just popping Benadryl and antihistamines, for 3 days until you can get on an airplane and endure a 5-hour flight. Coughing and hacking and having people look at you like you've got tuberculosis, okay? And then I came here, and it's been a miserable past 8 or 9 days. But the last couple of days, the clouds started to lift a couple of days ago, and I'm here.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Eat,
yeah.
talk, repeat.
Yeah.
Lives to see another day.
Yeah. So August has got it doesn't have to jump far to get better than July. Oh man, it was rough. I hope any of you have had that summer cold. We were talking with Sammy of the Lobsters of Mirajowski and Sam and Ash Watkins, and Sammy told me she had the same thing.
Sammy is not the Sam. It's Sammy.
Sammy. Sammy's much better looking than Sam.
She's our social media coordinator now.
And everybody's had it. My son has had this where the cold is kind of bad for 4 or 5 days, but the cough lasts forever, and that's just the real stickler. So anybody out there, my heart and sympathies go out to you.
Well, we're glad you're alive. For
Yeah.
those of the listeners, viewers who have missed you, John, what's your nickname now?
Oh, I did. It's
The grumpy. I think it should be the grumpiest gastronome around because you're definitely at a different level right now.
Well, I'm really grumpy. At least I'm ambulatory. I'm sentient. Okay. And ambulatory, the ambulatory epicure. But I've been in a bad mood for 4 straight weeks. It's been terrible. But I didn't take it out on you or our listeners. I mainly my poor wife, the food gal. I think at one point she was considering taking a pillow. While I was asleep and slowly pressing it over me until I stopped moving. I think she's had that urge a dozen times in the last 30 days. Because I'm pretty irascible. And I get I'm the worst patient in the whole world. Oh my God!
I don't think anyone doubts it.
Yeah, I'm just terrible. But anyway, yes, here I am, John Curtis. I'm at eatinglv.com. But the way you find me these days on my socials, at Eating Las Vegas on Twitter. And at John Curtis on Instagram.
Or just wandering the streets of
Wandering the
town.
streets, coughing every 5 seconds, it seems. All right. I'll try not to cough too much, folks.
Okay, we appreciate it. And welcome back. I'm glad to hear you're feeling better.
But I only have 2 restaurants to talk about today.
That's okay.
Because I can talk about my trip back east a little bit, but who are you? Introduce yourself.
I'm a food critic in my own mind, and I am Ash Watkins. You can find me at all platforms at Ash the Attorney, and together. Well, we're missing the third, the tripod. We're missing Sam, but the 3 of us make up this show, Eat, Talk, Repeat, and we can be found on all platforms at Eat, Talk, Repeat, and follow, subscribe. We got into the hundies.
We did?
Yeah, our last episode we exceeded 100.
So
we're in triple digits.
I paid my grandson to basically just keep
Yeah.
uploading it. So not really.
We'll
but-
take it. I don't care. And then follow, subscribe, comment, leave reviews. We go through them. We often reply directly, especially to the emails that are sent. Cheers at eattalkrepeat.com.
And we've been off for 3 weeks, basically, right? I think it was July 11th was our last.
Well, we recorded, I think, 2 in a week, maybe. I don't
That's it,
know.
yeah.
So our break has been longer than the viewers' break, but regardless, we're back. The rundown of places we've been: Pepper Club, Tamba, Sentai Noodle, Echo Taste and Sound. And then I went to LA, and I want to talk about 2 spots that I went to: Beverly Hills Cheese Store.
Oh, my favorite in the
I
whole
know, it's
world. I
fucking magical.
love it.
It's
The best in
magical.
the United States. The best.
It's the best. And then this other place, and I'm only bringing these up because I had interesting interactions. Oste, O-S-T-E. And then, trying to think. Of course, I went to Dupar's. I love the pancakes there. And
In
then,
L.A.?
Yes.
Yeah,
the
not here.
farmer's market.
Yeah.
And where else did I went somewhere else here recently? Oh, John Maul's Roadkill
I'm
Grill.
sorry. Why the hell did you go there?
Oh, I didn't go. Mr. Hollywood picked it up.
It's terrible. It's like the worst
Okay,
barbecue in Los. Okay,
wait,
okay.
wait. Easy
All right, I'm
down,
jumping
boy.
the gun. Yeah.
You. I know it's been a while. I know you've been sick. You've got drugs coursing through your veins.
No,
but
no,
there's
I'm sober. I'm completely sober. I mean, I just got a little cough, and that's
there's
about
protocol here. Next up, we've got food news you can use.
it.
Do you have any news?
The news of the day, and all Las Vegas wanted to know. I'm feeling better now. Thank you.
And we can end the show.
Yeah, we can,
You texted about a place charging
yeah.
$20 a person
It made the rounds on social
for
media
a quote unquote kitchen view.
at
Hell's
Hell's
Kitchen.
at absentee celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen on the Strip. They charge you $20 if you want to have a seat with a view of the kitchen. What a bunch of bullshit. And I mean, the
Why?
internet was not kind.
What did the internet say? Did you
Well,
post about this?
Oh, lots of people did.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I got it off of Chef Johnny Church's feed. He got it off of somebody on Twitter
okay.
who got it off of somebody on Twitter. Well, it's all over Twitter
okay.
and Facebook. Yeah, I mean, it's just absurd. I mean, you're not. First of all,
You're not seeing Gordon Ramsay.
Of course not. Gordon Ramsay, he just shows up once a year to pick up a check. That's all he does. I mean, and you're looking at C-level chefs, making, I don't know, grilling steaks, making beef Wellington burgers, whatever. Woo, $20 a head. So the bill comes out, and the person who posted it shows $60 for kitchen view. And everybody just goes, "You've got to be effing kidding me."
That's insanity.
Yeah, well, it's Vegas, though.
Do places charge? Well, the steakhouse at Bellagio, Prime?
Yeah.
Do they charge outdoor to get an outdoor seat?
See, here's my thing.
Yeah.
They didn't used to, but the Las Vegas strip hotels spend so much time, gouging the customers
Yeah,
these days that this was probably rampant all over the strip. Was it here 5 years ago? No. But now, they're trying to monetize everything.
Yeah, I think if I remember,
They'd charge you for napkins if they could, folks. I'll tell you. I mean,
Yeah, I think-
that's coming.
yeah, I think there was like a minimum spend. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's
But
kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's when supply.
Well, it's to prevent people from going out there getting cocktails and just sitting.
But, it wasn't a problem for the first 25 years. Why is it a problem now?
What wasn't a problem? That people would do that, or people?
Yeah. Why was it not a problem in 2018, and now they justify it with, well, we have to do this to keep people from taking up too much of the table?
Okay, that's a good question
No,
because
it's
I don't
not
think
about that. It's just about, we think we can move this table. We think we can turn the table. We think we can make more money. So we've got to hurry you up or make you pay for it.
I think it's twofold. I think actually people years ago were more respectful and weren't as self-absorbed. They would understand the problem with taking a table like that and not actually having a dinner and just sitting there and squatting on it and having a few cheap drinks or appetizers. I think the consumer has also gotten worse.
Yeah, but I don't think that's.
I don't think it's entirely
the driving
it.
force is greed.
Of
here.
course.
But that's part of it. But
Yeah.
it's just the bean counters are looking at every inch of every casino, going, "There's got to be a way to squeeze more money
Yes.
out of this product now."
Yes.
When all you have is an old cow, all you can figure out is different ways to milk her. Okay.
Yep.
So it's not like you're getting new cows all the time and everything. So it's absurd. And yeah.
Well, and thankfully, you what is it? Carbone's doing their Carbone by the sea over at Bellagio, so you can buy a little boat ride.
And you'll be there day one.
I'm taking you with me, John.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you know what? We're going to do it. And Sammy, our social media person, is going to video you kicking and screaming. I'm going to make sure they put
I'll
a
be like
little
this.
life jacket on you. It's like Gilligan's Island.
I'm
over
not
there.
going to have a good time. I don't care how much fun I have. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do it.
right.
Next up, Fountain Blue. This is good news. We started with the bad. Good news. Fountain Blue is doing complimentary valet for anyone who dines at their restaurants. That's a win for me. I think complimentary valet should be standard. So I love the Fountain Blue. I think they have great restaurants. And then also, we've talked about it, I think, on the last show. A lot of spots are doing summer special menus.
Yeah.
So it's a way to go in, test a lot of what these restaurants have to offer. The financial commitment is a lot lower, and yeah.
Yeah, well, I hope it helps, but I have a feeling it will disappear as soon as the cooler weather comes around. But we'll see. We'll see. And every little bit helps. It's the heat of summer. It's very slow on the Strip. I have been keeping up with various chefs and front of the house people up and down the Strip, and this is the slowest July they can remember.
Yeah,
in
my
years.
waitress, who's been a waitress just off of the Strip at the coffee pub, she's been there for 15 years, said this is the slowest summer she's ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, feel bad for him. Trace Casuelas.
Love Tres Casuelas.
Their
Angela
Summerlin.
Reyes.
Yeah, their Summerlin location right there off of, what is it, Sahara and Fort Apache has opened. You know where Burgundy Cafe is?
Yeah.
Yeah, in that parking lot, that corner. So you're staring at Burgundy Cafe. You know how it goes to the corner?
Right.
Right in that corner spot.
Oh.
That's where Trace
Yeah,
Summerlin is.
That's about the fourth restaurant I know is going in there.
What was in there before?
Oh, there was a kosher steakhouse there for a while. There's a Mexican restaurant there for a while. I think it's been empty for a long time.
Oh, okay.
So I hope you get free rent, Angela. A lot of these places, without free rent, these places are sunk.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I'm trying to see.
I mean, they're not sunk, but they're just starting out with 2 strikes against them. But I have a feeling to take that jinx space in that obscure little shopping center, I'm thinking he got a good deal. So and Tres Casuelos has very good food, folks. If you haven't tried it down on Spring Mountain Road, off of Spring Mountain Road, you should try it out in Summerlin near the Village 8 theaters right there.
So will you go?
Yeah, that I will go to.
You'll go up there?
Oh yeah,
It's closer than Hamon.
yeah, and we go to Corey's up there a lot, Burgundy Cafe a lot.
I'm trying to think of what else we've got here as food news. Oh, we're a tie. So the location next to the Golden Steer that was like they had a build out done, and
Right.
then
And I walked by like 3 or 4 times. It was never open.
yeah. So I talked to Amanda Signorelli of the Golden Steer, and I think what the story was, they disconnected some utility, and was it like water or something, and then trying to get the utility restarted up through the city was just insanity, or the county. Like they wouldn't do it. They're like, hey, can you turn this back on? And they're like, yeah, we'll get to it. And so the restaurant sat finished, completely open, like ready to go, but they needed some utility to get turned back on. And so finally it got turned back on. And it's called Street Food by Weiratai.
It's amazing to me that Weiratai gone from being, they had 1 restaurant, then they had 2, 3. Now I think they have like 6.
They're China Mama.
Yeah, they're kind of the Thai China Mama. I don't know where the money's coming from, but good for us. We love Weiratai.
So that's all I've got on food news.
Food, a whole month goes by, and then that's all it's going. Well, it is summer.
It's summer.
Everything's boring, bland.
This is good. Let's go into my LA ventures, and we can go into your East Coast stuff since it's not really Vegas related.
I caught a cold. That's the East Coast stuff. Okay.
Lobster rolls, are they butter or with butter or?
Well, I'm a Connecticut guy.
Okay.
So in Connecticut, they're warm with butter on a
Okay.
split top roll. Massachusetts, Maine is cold lobster salad. Massachusetts sort of swings both ways. But most of the ones I had were a lobster salad on a brioche bun or a split top roll. I like them warm. I like that drizzly butter all over the top of them, where you just dunk the bread and the bread gets soggy in your mouth, and you just want to. But lobster rolls are kind of like sex. I mean, the worst I ever had was still pretty good.
Yeah. Remember,
See,
great lobster roll.
I like it when women agree with that. Generally, men will go, yeah, but most women will go, nah. The worst I ever had wasn't that good.
They've never had a lobster roll. Peter Luger has a fabulous lobster roll.
That's
Remember?
right. You had it that day. Yes.
I know.
Sam and I were chowing down on the cheeseburgers, and you were having the lobster roll.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so I went to the Beverly Hills Cheese Store.
Had you been there before?
Never.
Oh, my God.
Never.
Oh, my God.
Never. It, for anyone who enjoys cheese,
It is
this
Mecca.
is a Mecca.
It is fromagerie Mecca. Okay.
You got to plan a trip, a prodigal, whatever they call it. You gotta go back, and you gotta go to the Beverly Hills Cheese Store. It's absolutely insane. It's incredible. So you walk in. I was immediately overstimulated with what's going on. There's cheese everywhere. It's pretty narrow. There's tastings, numbers being called out. So you go on one side if you want to do the cheese or like deli counter, like order.
See, that's a new thing. The old store they had
Yeah.
a few blocks away did not have that. They've expanded for that.
So you would go in, and on the one side you get a number, and they'll call you, and then that's where you do your cheese tasting, and they'll cut up whatever you want, and you package it and get out. Then you go to another door or another counter, and that's where you order their deli sandwiches or salads or drinks, whatever. I have to tell you two things that shocked me. Absolutely floored. I'm in LA at a place called the Beverly Hills Cheese Store.
Right.
I go up, I order my sandwich. It's like $16, $18. Drink. They're like, oh yeah, it's over there. Just go grab it on your way out. They come out, they bring me the sandwich. At no point when I put my little tap to pay was there a request for a tip. It didn't even say.
Amazing.
It just, I tapped it, and it was just like, here's your receipt. They'll bring you your sandwich. And I go, what? Huh? Okay, so noted. Then I go over.
I always tip them, though.
Yeah, no cash.
I always give them $20.
Right,
yeah.
but still, there wasn't. It was one of the.
They'll spend time with you. They'll spend 20, 30 minutes with you. Go ahead. Sorry.
But this was just the sandwich thing. And we've always kind of blamed the technology that these Clover machines, these tap to pay, it's just part of the programming. Like you tap, it asks what you want to tip. Well, that's what I did to buy my sandwich. And they've like vetoed that screen. So the Beverly Hills Cheese Store doesn't even ask you that question. Then I did the cheese tasting. The guy spends 25, 30 minutes. It was fabulous.
You want to try this? You want to try that?
And
you know,
I went
he'll stand there like a concierge or sommelier,
Yes.
a concierge or a sommelier helping you out with choices.
I just said, I was like, I just want cheese that I can't get anywhere else. And he goes, okay, like what? He goes, you know what? Before we go any further, we're just going to try stuff. So he starts handing me cheese slices, spoons of soft cheeses. And then I go, what's this one? He's like, I'm not telling you until we're done. And so then it's like, what do you like? What don't you like? And we went through this whole thing, and we're doing English style cheddars, American cheddars, aged Goudas, like fennel inoculated sheep's milk cheese.
Here's something from Croatia if you've never had it.
Gosh.
It's nuts.
Some monk sings to this every night before it goes to bed.
Yeah,
like, it was
14 kinds of feta. I mean, it's crazy.
It was so much fun, but also no tip request, nothing. It's tap to pay. But also, it's funny, they don't ever there's no real pricing anywhere. You just like, I want that much cheese.
It's kind of Beverly Hills. It's sort of, they assume everybody who walks in the shop can afford the cheese.
But I left there going, that was the most fabulous experience, and I thought it would be touristy and somewhat of a trap, and at no point was it like money grabbing. They just
I was there the last time I was there. Right after they moved, we happened to get there right as they were closing, and we were apologizing as we walk in. It's like it closes at 5:30. We're there at 5:27.
Yeah,
and we're like, "Can we come in?" And they go, "Oh, sure, come on in." and we're trying to we'll hurry up and buy something.
Yeah,
they stood there and talked to us. Suddenly, they said, "You just want to hang out here? You can try stuff, and we'll buy stuff, and watch us put up all the cheeses." And they they have to go through, because they have the whole wheels of everything there, and all of it is cut fresh from the whole stuff. So we watched them break down all these counters and we're tasting the whole time. I ended up. It was a great move on their part. I spent like $400 in cheese. I went in expecting to spend about 50, but yeah, I mean, it's just. I think it's the most unique cheese store, certainly in the Western United States.
Yes.
I haven't spent a lot of time in New York in the last 5 or 6 years. I don't know what's going on there, but I've never seen anything in California or the West that even compares with the Beverly Hills Cheese. And I get their stuff mail order too. They have a great online presence. So and they ship it to you. And if you look in my second refrigerator out in my garage, I must have 300 pounds of those ice packs because every time you get them, they send you like a little piece of, the cheese will be this big, and the ice pack around it will be like the size of an inner tube. Okay, but we love the Beverly Hills Cheese Store, and it's embarrassing to me that Las Vegas, a town of 2.5 million people, cannot support a real cheese store. It really is. All we get is supermarket cheese and curds and whey, which is basically a wholesaler which has a small shop. But there's no real retail presence here at all.
It was such a fun time.
Yeah.
So 10 out of 10 recommend.
What was your favorite cheese?
Oh, that's great. There was it's called OG Cristal. It's an aged Gouda, I think like 18 years. It's got that crystallization, when you bite into it. And
looks like salt crust inside, and it's dark brown.
Yep.
Yeah, it's from Holland. Alexander, the food guy, loves that
So
stuff.
I went on a search for it because you always have something like that at your house on your... Like you're
and that's when you say you always go,
every time I'm like, what is that? And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's an aged Gouda. So I went in there and I was like, I know I want an orange one.
Yeah.
And
so Mimolette, that's the one too.
Oh, it's so good. And then the interesting one I had was this fennel inoculated sheep's cheese that was just really great, and it's called it's like BHU.
Does it have kind of like a dusty covering on it or something like that, like a crust or something?
I don't.
Yeah,
a little it's I'm trying to think. This is what it is. Yeah. Gosh. Look at Lakin. Okay, it's
Lakin.
called.
You don't pay her enough.
I know. It's BUHAIOLO. And here it is.
Yeah. Oh.
So it's got these veins of fennel, and they inoculate the cheese. So when
Buhaiolo.
Yeah,
it's an Italian cheese. Yeah.
And it is so.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's a great. I mean, stuff you can never find anywhere else. I mean, their blue cheese alone, I think they must have 50 different blue cheeses there. I mean, and it's people who think they've seen a good cheese selection need to go to a world-class cheese store like this and just, and then most people think I'm nuts, but I could be a vegetarian or a pescatarian, but I could not be a vegan because I couldn't give up real cheese. That's the one food I don't think I could give up. I could give up almost everything else. What about you?
I used to think I could give up cheese, but that's before I really started getting into wine and cheese and real cheese tasting. So I think I couldn't give up meat.
Yeah, I think I could. I think I could.
No.
I think I will. What do you think if I go vegan? Let's call this the vegan eat vegan talk and repeat.
Well, we dabbled with the Lost Vegans, remember, as a name. We were going to be the Lost Vegans because we're not vegans. Lost Vegas. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny though if I went vegan and you could see me shrink?
You might actually gain weight.
Year. Yeah, well, they eat a lot of chocolate and shit.
And bread. You got to make up for that. I don't do it. Do not do it. But okay, so that was my Beverly Hills Cheese Store's experience. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. And also, they were walking around giving away mimosas and sparkling wines. Just here, try this, have this. I could have died and gone to heaven. Right then and there. And then my other kind of fun story from LA was we were at this Italian restaurant, Oste, O-S-T-E, on 3rd Street by the farmer's market. And whenever we order wine, Mr. Hollywood always kind of smells the glasses. Make sure they don't smell like dish detergent.
I taught him well.
Okay. Right now he's
I
he just threw his computer on the ground.
He just threw a glass of wine at the screen.
Yep.
I can see him doing it.
Okay, so he's doing it, and it's the manager who's over pouring it, not our server. And she goes, "Oh no, do you smell detergent? We've had issues with our dishwasher." And Mr. Hollywood goes, oh yeah, this is a problem. And she smells it and she goes, yep, I'm going to go fix this. We're going to, don't worry. So she goes and gets new glasses, and then she comes back and she goes, I'll sort it out and make sure we fix our dishwasher. I'm thinking like mechanical dishwasher. This is for the store. This is why I'm telling this story.
Where is this?
LA. Okay, this is like the mind-blowing thing about LA. I watched this manager take the soapy glass over to an employee wearing the apron and is like, smell this. And she was lecturing her human dishwasher right then and there about, and I go, the whole time I'm sitting there thinking she's talking about like they've had dishwasher was broken, like, but there she was fixing it. And then at the end of the bill, she had just taken off our espressos. And so I had some of the best service in LA, and it was kind of
not known for great service, Southern California.
No, and honestly, it caught me by surprise, and so I thought I would share these two anecdotes.
Well, how about that?
Yeah. Let's see. We're at. You want to take a break and then go through where
Let's
you've been?
go through. Yeah, let's take a break. I mean, it's going to be a somewhat truncated show today because but I want to go through the restaurants here, and I have a pet peeve if I can tee it up before I get to it. So it's a certain thing that just puts my teeth on edge. Okay. All right.
Break.
Let's take a break. I'll cough and be ready in a minute.
I'm the best.
Personal injury law has been the same for a long time.
The best.
Big egos, greed, and sleazy schemes. We've had enough. Welcome to Sam and Ash, the new standard for personal injury law, where things are done the right way, because you deserve a team that delivers real support and results. When you have both, your whole world can change. Sam and Ash Injury Law, because you deserve what's right.
All right.
All right, we're back.
Limping, but still here.
And still alive. Okay, Pepper Club. Let's go through that.
Well, Pepper Club went there a couple weeks ago now, before I left to go back east. And had a remarkably great dinner. Pork chop, little kind of agrodulce, sweet sour thing going on.
Did you get the chicken parm?
No, I didn't get the chicken parm.
Have you not had it?
Yeah, I've had it. It's decent. It's very good. And we had a pasta, we had a salad, like a beet salad and that. And I think it was raviolis, like with ricotta. I mean, just solid food. I mean, I got hats off to Pepper Club. They do lunch and dinner. Chef Bruce Coleman, the consulting chef, I think, has done a great job in upgrading the menu. Weena Zhang is the owner of the whole Midtown project. Ran into her recently. She was talking about the great things she's going to have going up right across the street, all the mid-rises she has. I mean, she's very proud of the food there, and she wants, food and drinks going to be a big component in all the new. I mean, she's going to open like 300, 400 units and everything. I think she's one of those developers, like Jay Dapper, like Sherry, like Todd Marshall, that's putting their money where their mouth is, and they're making downtown a better place. So I'm a big fan of Pepper Club. I think a great place for a business lunch. And I was just expecting very little, going, I just want to get something to feed my gut. And showed up, you could tell there's somebody taking a lot of care in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's by far one of our favorite spots anymore. We went this week, actually. And we just, you grab a salad, one of the mains, share it. Really great. Love it.
Well, while I still have a breath of air left to me, I think we should now start. I wanted to talk to Sam about this. We should feature a restaurant of the week.
Oh.
We really should. We should have started doing this a year ago at least. I mean,
that like we all go to or something?
No, just whatever we can, whatever we concede. This week, we're going to talk, some weeks we talk about 6, 7, 8, 10 places. Some weeks we talk about 3. But we should maybe kind of designate, this week's restaurant of the week is, you know what I mean? And this week's restaurant of the week is Tamba.
All right.
I finally got there 6 months after it opened. Oh, my, you've been?
No.
Oh, my God.
I was
Oh my
waiting
God.
for my invite.
Eyeballs rolling back in my head.
Look at you.
You
You
know.
kind of rolled your eyes about going there.
Well, because, give me convenience or give me death. Okay. And it's a little bit of a haul all the way down to South Strip to go to Town Square. And it's tucked in there right next to the Apple store in Town Square. And I walk in thinking, well, I love Indian food. We were just in London earlier this year, and I've been to London a bunch. And, in London, Indian food is exalted, okay? I mean, you get it at all. It's like French food in France almost. You get it at all levels. So curry parlors, mid-range places, and really elegant places that take the basics of Indian cuisine and, take it to 11 and dress it up and have unique, interesting spins on the cuisine and modernize it. Well, that's what Tamba's trying to do. And Las Vegas has been without a good Indian restaurant for years. We used to have a bunch of them. We have a few, but they're all sort of mid-range. I mean, Mint is one of them. Marigold is one. There's a couple Midland places we've been to, which with the all-you-can-eat buffets and all that. Well, Tamba is on a whole different level. I mean, it's like comparing a used Dodge Dart to a brand new Bentley. Okay, I mean that's what this is. A sleek, modern, don't even think of it as an Indian restaurant. We'll get to the food in a minute, but the build out is spectacular.
It looks stunning.
$6 million build out, beautiful bar, private dining room, incredible wine list, sake list, whiskey bar. The bar is as good as any bar you can find on any strip restaurant in Las Vegas. It's amazing.
Wow.
Olivier Morawati is the general manager, lead partner, front of the house guy, and he's a strip veteran. He was previously at Delilah, of all places. If you saw him, you'd recognize him because he's an old pro. I've seen him in multiple restaurants over the last 20 years. And so I think, again, I'm not feeling so good, so I tell Alexandra, let's just go in, just get a seat. I'm going to just try the food because I love Indian food, and maybe we can just eat and run. I walk in, he's there. Hey, John, how you doing? So as a result, I'll show you. This is what happens. I saved this. I'll show our YouTubers here. This is what happens now. Now, this is my bill.
Oh my God!
Yeah, we ordered like 3 things. Okay, and this is what. Now the stuff we didn't order, he comped, of course, and we paid. Our bill was like $200, but for what we ordered.
Yeah.
But he sent like a dozen things out, or maybe 6 or 7 things out.
Oh my goodness!
And it was wonderful.
Okay, what'd you have?
I mean,
Let's go through
what
it.
didn't I have? I mean, I brought the menu so I wouldn't forget. He has raw. I said, why do you define the chef is Anand Singh Mehra, I believe, and formerly of Tamba at the what's the name of it was formerly a mall right on Hawaiian
Gardens, Hawaiian Plaza,
Hawaiian Plaza. It was called Hawaiian something right there on the Strip, and it was there forever. But it was a nice Indian restaurant. Here they also owned Gandhi, which was one of the better Indian restaurants back in the '90s and the early aughts. Chef
Hawaiian Marketplace.
Thank you, Hawaiian Marketplace. So they decided, basically, Olivier Morawati and Anand Singh Mehra hooked up with each other and decided they wanted to bring Indian food into the 21st century in Las Vegas the way it exists in big cities, like New York and New Delhi and London and whatnot. And this is the kind of place, to be like the kids, it totally gave me Veeraswamy vibes, okay?
Veeraswamy.
It was very much like a Gymkhana in London, BB in London. It was a big place, but elegant like you've never seen Indian food treated in America. Certainly not in Las Vegas. There are some upscale Indian restaurants I've been to in San Francisco and New York, but generally it's the all-you-can-eat buffet crowd. And this is not that. He's got a whole page of raw material. He said they're proud of their sushi. I really didn't indulge in the sushi, but
That's what you would always gripe about when you would see. You're like,
I don't want sushi in an Indian restaurant.
Yeah.
But apparently Chef Mehra spent some time down in Cabo San Lucas.
Yes.
He earned a Michelin star down there. So he's very proud of his fish skills. So there's sushi and all the caviar nonsense. But what we had was the artichoke sashimi, believe it or not, which just knocked my socks off. Tamarind spiced hamachi, which is sort of a crudo, which our absentee crudo king might like. And then we had the samosa chak, which are those big triangular fried dumplings with potatoes inside. But and then a series of curries, from the butter chicken to okra to paneer, the fried cheese, and everyone came with like a different curry, like a different sauce.
Ooh.
Every sauce had a different punch to it, a different profile, and
That's impressive.
This is not what you're used to in your garden variety, 1995, Indian restaurant. And I'm tasting the sauces and seeing how they're modulating the heat. And I mean, most of these Indian recipes, I mean, they have the recipe list is like as long as this. I mean, the spices, there are a dozen or two spices in most of them. But they calibrate the heat differently depending on whether it's vegetables, cheese, root vegetables, fish, meat. We had a banana leaf tuna, which, it was a banana leaf sea bass, which was just incredible. And we were joined by Nicole Brisson of Breza. She showed up, and she had been there a week earlier, and the food knocked her out too. And everything in Indian, I mean, there's a lot of reasons to love Indian food. I mean, it's healthy, it's highly seasoned, not necessarily highly spiced. It's not all hot, I mean, but it's very, very seasoned. It's not bland at all. It's the opposite of bland. But everything is made to be shared, kind of like China. They're the inventors of that cuisine. So every dish that is put before you is not just for you and can usually feed anywhere from 2 to 4 people. And so, again, when you see all these dishes.
How many leftovers did you have?
Our kitchen, our refrigerator is full of stuff. We're going to get like 3 more meals out of it.
Oh, my God. Okay, but how's the naan?
The naan is fantastic. I mean, we had...
That's how you judge a place.
Oh, yeah. We had the garlic naan, the cilantro naan, and the goat cheese naan, all 3. And they were just incredible. The cilantro naan was very salty, but they warned us about that. They do their house-made chutneys there. They do their house-made pickles, with Indian mango pickles, those sour pickles they do, which you take as sort of a jolt to the palate in between the different seasonings that you get from the food. I mean, it's very exciting cuisine, and to be done at this level is something Las Vegas has never seen before. I mean, and when you see the restaurant and you see the operation, I mean, I was going to say, it's not just like impressive for an Indian restaurant. It would be impressive if it was a steakhouse. I mean, that's what they're doing it all there. I mean, this is a top of the line. Now, I think it's kind of weird that it's located in a shopping mall right next to the airport.
A lot of people are going.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Wednesday night. We're there. We get there like as they open, like a couple of old farts, of course. And I'm going, let's see how many people. By the time we left the restaurant, which is a big restaurant, was at least half full, and the bar was full.
Yeah,
By like 7 o'clock, the place had big parties of 10, parties of 6. I mean, and people were showing up as we were leaving.
This has been one of the restaurants that I have been seeing the most across my social media feeds, with people going, telling me, or other people, they got to go try it. So I'm glad you went. It lived up to the hype.
And Olivier made a joke. He goes, well, you know who we get? Every other doctor in town is either Indian or Pakistani. So we get
they get all of them.
We get every physician in town is showing up there. And I said, and probably half the professors at UNLV, right?
Yeah.
So it's a big hit. And I can't wait to go back.
Well, if you're going to have a heart attack, that's where to do it.
If I'm going to cough myself to death in a restaurant, it's going to be in an Indian restaurant, okay?
That's funny.
And just so you know, I mean, recommended dishes. I mean, we were almost done, and then I thought we were done. He sent out the pressed milk cheese with exotic spices and yogurt and mint gravy. Incredible. Spiced okra with cumin and pickled mango masala. Incredible. Kind of a slurry. Everything comes... The one thing, all the things I can recommend Indian food, the one thing you can't recommend, it's the least photogenic food in the world. Okay?
Yeah,
because everything is kind of a slurry or a stew.
And it's like brownish, greenish, orange.
And what they do, the chef, they do their best to dress it up here.
Yeah.
And they present it very elegantly. But even something like the butter chicken, which has this kind of bright orange, kind of cashew butter sauce, ghee sauce. I mean, and they didn't ask us how we wanted it spiced, but to my palate, it was just right. Hot, but not I can't take another bite hot. Just kind of, whoa, that's highly seasoned, but it adds to the flavor. It doesn't detract from anything. So you got to go to Tamba, our restaurant of the week.
And our first.
Our first restaurant.
It might be the only one we ever do.
Yeah.
No, I like it. That's a good idea.
But it passed the test.
Okay.
I couldn't wait. I can't wait to go back. And neither can the food gal. So top that one.
I got nothing. Went to Sentai Noodle, which is on Jones, Decatur, one of those. I can't recall. But it's right next to Lamai and Japata. Like it's like this like trifecta. So what is it? Decatur? Right. Is that
Valley View? Valley View and Spring Mountain Road. Lamai?
Lamai is on Decatur, I believe. It's Spring Mountain Road. I think it's Decatur, Arville-ish. Yeah. So regardless, went there. It's been open a few weeks. Very good, very clean. Service is wildly attentive. Everything was good. And then last night or the night before, we went to Lamai, and we both agreed that Lamai just hits different notes that this Sentai Noodle doesn't quite yet. It's kind of like elevated, if that makes sense. So
and you just kind of know it when you taste it,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
So it looks like
it's hard to describe to people, but you go, everything here is kind of a B flat, and the other one has all the right accents.
Yeah, it's like they've unlocked different levels, different flavors at Lamai and Japata that are just really incredible. But this was a great spot. So if you can't get into those places, or also I think Sentai Noodles open at 11, like they do lunch. So I recommend it. I think it's a great spot. I just think in my hierarchy of Thai food, I would put Lamai and Japata above that.
All right.
And then I think, what is it? John Maul's Roadkill Grill?
Why on earth would you go to so low rent, less than mid-level barbecue place like that? I don't give a fuck that Guy Fieri went there. He doesn't know anything about barbecue. And I mean, I've been to, and don't get me wrong, I've gone to fucking John Maul's a half a dozen times in my life. It is the worst barbecue I've ever tasted, okay? And the people that line up there are just big fat slobs who want to load up their plate with all this oversauced slop, okay? It is the antithesis of great barbecue. And don't get me started.
Keep going.
Okay, now to you. Why did you go that?
Mr. Hollywood and I were talking about dinner, and it was like, what have you had? Like, what haven't we really had in a while? And we were like, well, we haven't really had just barbecue. And so he's like, well, I've never had this, and I'd never really even heard of it. So I was like, fine, whatever. So we went and picked it up. I didn't go. So I will say, very convenient on my end. I did not exert and go out of my way at all for this. But like you said, there were people apparently lined up, waiting.
It's big with the Dunlap crowd. You know the Dunlap crowd? No. Well, his belly Dunlap over his belt. You know, it is huge with those guys. Okay, but it is a quantity over quality experience.
So yeah, we ended up with a lot of food, and the takeaway was also Mr. Hollywood loves beef ribs, so it kind of like pairs down because a lot of places don't have those ready every day. Wild Fig does, Roll and Smoke does, but this place apparently did, and so we got it. And
I should have let you finish first, of course. Now you can see why I've been married a lot of time, folks. You know, I don't let the wives finish.
So
but what did you think?
The best thing I had was the brown sugared cinnamon yams. The brisket was gray.
Yeah. The prosecution rests.
And they only give you one sauce, which is offensive because a pork and a beef deserve different sauces.
Right.
And I think their only sauce options were spicy or not spicy. And this was the most KC Masterpiece-esque barbecue sauce I had. So it was just like sugar off the charts. Can't recommend it. Can't recommend it. Don't think we'll go back.
You should have just sent me I was probably too sick to respond, but if you would have said, should we go, I would have went.
No, it's good. I gotta go low to enjoy the highs. Well, I've got to.
That's true.
You've got to know how shitty food can be to really appreciate when someone's doing it right. Because
as someone
we get spoiled.
Someone I read once that described in a food review, you have to climb to the mountaintop. You can't get helicoptered up there,
Right.
okay?
I've
And
tried.
You have to step over the boulders and get
Yeah.
up there yourself. And if all you do is fly to the top and hang around up there, you never see what else is out there. So you're right.
Yeah, so Roadkill Grill is aptly named.
Yeah, yeah. How it is hung on so long. I mean, and just so you know, before you vilify me, these you cretins who think it's good, it's the kind of place I want to like. I mean, it's the
Yeah.
kind of place I want to like, and
Yeah.
I wanted to like it.
Yeah, it's in the middle of apparently nowhere.
nowhere,
It's like
yeah.
middle of homes.
It's old Vegas.
They've
it's
got their
old-
own butcher.
Yeah,
like-
they'll dress a deer for you and
Yep.
everything, and it's homegrown stuff, family owned. It's rustic. It's got everything going for it, except they just don't have a clue about good barbecue. And they do what I call a wet form of barbecue, which is a shortcut that you don't see in places like Texas and North Carolina, where if the meat's not done really right, you put it out there with a lot of sauce on it, and that covers up a lot of flaws. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you just let it cook in the sauce and break that.
Rather than
and-
just the pepper and like maybe mustard.
Instead of smoking it to
Yeah.
perfection
Yeah.
and then serving it with or without sauce and letting the meat speak for itself, you glop it up and let it
Yeah.
just sort of marinate and boil down and dissolve that way. And people like it, but
Yeah, I was not a fan.
So can we go to my pet peeve now?
Yeah.
Because
Can't wait.
I'm running out of gas here. Okay, and here it is. Listen to this, folks. And I hate to pick on this gal.
In Bangkok, effortlessly fuses Southeast Asian flavors with classical French technique. Their Provence is the best cocktail I've had this year. It's $38. Haku vodka washed with French olive oil, infused with herbs de Provence, pear eau de vie, and blanc vermouth. You have to order the bread.
What
$18 because
in
it's
the
butter grandma's
fuck
baguette,
is
served with
this
acacia honey
all
and
about?
Normandy butter with pungent umami-rich Epoisse cheese. This
Pungent
is nutty,
umami
thick,
cottage
soft,
cheese.
tartare
Ooh,
sea cream
ooh.
with oozes
Oh.
of tarragon, covered in crisp green
First of all, she doesn't tell you anything. This gal has millions of followers.
Who is it?
I don't know.
yeah,
Janie Devours. I don't know. But it's this Lakin, Sammy, tell me who listens to this shit? This breathless and you
Well,
have to have this. And if you really listen hard and I've listened to her multiple times, she doesn't tell you anything except kind of telling you the ingredients and saying,
Yeah.
and
Adding an adjective?
Yeah. Do not miss the octopus carpaccio with the miso dressing. Oh my God, it's just what it needed. Playing against the chutney puree and crispy garlic. And then I had the puree crisp filled with whipped lavender. One of the best things I've ever had. And then that clipped, highly
Yeah.
edited. When did this start the thing? Who in the fuck made this a type of internet thing? I don't get it.
I don't know who to blame.
I blame you and Lakin.
Whoa.
Okay, you're
whoa.
both like 30. You're like 22. You're both
Thank you.
millennials. No, you're.
yeah, no,
Is she a Zer?
No, she's a millennial. We've adopted her. She's
Okay.
a cusper, so she's fallen. She's an old soul too.
Drives me up a wall. Sammy's a Zer.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's her generation.
Explain to me the appeal of this.
Okay.
I'll dial back my anger.
It's all voiceover stuff. So they do all the video and then they think about it and script out what they want to say, and then they just cut it, and they cut it so quickly they're talking over themselves, and that I think is by design. There's even like an overlap.
No, this is the thing. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm picking on her. But in 1 minute I could find 20 more people doing this exact same thing. And then do not miss the marinated ghost heifer and basmati rice.
Was it
Indian
done to
herbs
like
and
be
spices.
efficient to get as much in as possible?
No, but it's
Yeah.
a voice. It's a voice, guys. It's not just the editing.
Oh, ASMR, that's a thing. Which is weird. The thing that I hate the most is when they're like,
Listen to me.
they're like,
Listen
look
to
at
me.
my new boba drink, and I go, why do we have to?
Listen to me. Listen to
Yep.
me. Listen to me. I'm about to soothe my cough with this. Is this am I sexy? Do you want to have sex with me? I hope you do, because I want to have sex with me after doing this. Of course I do. Yes. Bullshit. I call bullshit.
Oh yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Oh wow.
I mean, okay.
I don't. There's a couple things that are the Labubu phase with all the little gremlins that the people are hitching to their purses. The ASMR thing, I don't understand. Mukbang, where people, do you know about this?
Oh, there's girls with big tits just stuffing giant things in their mouth.
I don't think it's all about girls with giant tits, but
it is
nice.
for me.
No, it's this it's a YouTube trend where people just watch other people eat.
Yeah. But they're usually hot Asian chicks.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Hot Asian chicks it's a big deal with hot Asian. Yeah, I've seen that too.
Should we make a mukbang video? We should.
Well, no. The food gal and I showed her this, and I told her I was going to rant on this today, and she says, "You should do one." And you should do one. And then, I mean, because they're really easy. Because to repeat, she doesn't really tell you anything. She just tells you she's reciting what she had and acting breathless about it. And oh my God, I could totally get into the butter chicken with chicken thigh tikka. But after that, I was melting when I was biting into my sea bass with turmeric. I mean, it's like boom, 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 boom.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
It is so. It would be funny to do, and put me in a wig. Call me Johnny Devours.
We're gonna call you John Z.
Okay, that's the rant for today.
I think we've got to end on that.
We got to end on that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Well.
Good night, Canada.
Good night.
That's all. I'm spent. I'm going back to bed.
Good night.